Hello, look at that sky behind me. Those aren't regular clouds. We all know what they are. Look at them. Crazy. Well, I'm on my way to physio as I hobble along here. Feeling a bit stiff today. Took the dog for a walk. Took Mateus to basketball camp. He forgot his shoes after Mama specifically asked him, "Do you have your shoes?" But of course, I'm dealing with a 10-year-old Gemini. Don't know if you ever had one of those. So sorry about the wind, and it's going to be very windy probably to hear me. But anyways, it was one of those things to tell him, and then when we get home, my son goes, "Does Mateus need his basketball shoes?" I'm like, "Yeah, doesn't he have them?" He goes, "No, they're right here." Oh, child. So, to say the least, I had to let his mom know in case she got informed by the camp of him not having his shoes. Then she wanted me to go bring him his shoes, but my son was gone to work and we only have one vehicle. So, oh, yeah. So that's my story today. And then I also did a Gumroad. I don't know if you've ever heard of Gumroad. It is a platform for you to sell things. So I uploaded my August workbook, and I'm going to start uploading a few other things up there for people to purchase and go from there, and then sort of cross-sell and do the same thing on Etsy. So I'll have digital downloads on those platforms, and I can sell readings on those. So if people want to get a reading, like an astrology reading or the solar arc divine feminine reading, then I can sell them on those platforms as well, and let people know that they will get a digital download for them. So yeah, I'm not racing for this light. My body can't run. So I'm doing that. So that's going to prove quite interesting, and see how it goes. So it's all then, it's one thing to upload it. The next thing is to publish, get the word out. So that's my next thing. So I don't know what's wrong with this. There we go. So yeah, so that's the next thing I have to do with that. So I am at the crosswalk now. So you're going to hear lots of traffic. So I will talk to you on the other side. I am now on the other side. The bench is nice and warm. Feels good on my back. That's one thing I love about physio. When I go, I get to lay on something nice and warm. Heat on my back. I don't have a heating pad. I wish I did. I used to. Somehow it went missing. I think it went to a child's house or something, more than likely. But so what I'm doing is putting things out on different platforms. And the biggest thing, I'm putting it out on different platforms, it's allowing me to be able to explore, to get my name out there more instead of hiding. Right now, markets and stuff are great, but I can't get to the markets. For one, a lot of them are on the outdoors. Let's go indoors. Let's go in the little thing, because the traffic, I'm on a heavy road. So here we go. Now it's going to be echoey. The thing is that with a lot of the markets right now, I need a tent and a table and all of that. I don't have that. So I got rid of that a few years ago. So for me, finding these other platforms, especially on, using AI as an assistant. So the AI is showing me different platforms I can utilize. Plus, I know I do have to get my website up. That's another kettle of fish, another sort of cash area. And so what I want to do is I'm trying to do these little small things in order to build up a larger platform so I am able to do more things, and find where I can create. I love creating digital products. I really do. I love creating the workbooks. I'm going to look into doing a moon planner for 2025. Also, in creating my Crone, doing something to do with Crone wisdom, and even doing my Crone wisdom workshop and doing that as a digital download, and it'll be very self-directed. And I could do meditations on there too. So record different meditations and see if that will go, right? So record a meditation, sell it for digital download for $1 and things like that. So I have these ideas. It's getting them out there, doing the work and recording them. Do I have a recording studio? No. Do I have a green screen? Not a green screen per se, but what I would have to do is go on one of my other programs and record it there, download it from there, and see how it goes, how to, I guess, download it from there. So there's lots of learning and stuff like that with all of this, and figuring it all out. And that's the whole thing, is you hear a lot about saying, no marketing, no social media, but you still have to get out there and get your name out there in some format, whether that's through an email list, whether that's through word of mouth, whether that's through doing markets. You still have to get yourself out there. You can't sit there in the middle of your living room and do kumbaya and hopefully the entrepreneurial fairy is going to tap you on your head, and then poof, there you are, you're all over the internet and people know who the hell you are. That's not how it works. It is trial and error, and it is putting one foot out in front of the other and doing the work. I have put applications out there for Muggle jobs and to see where that leads me, and just opening up to the prosperity. So opening up to many different areas where I can create the prosperity and abundance more into my life in whatever avenue shows up. Okay, here's another thing changing subject. What I have noticed. Have you noticed how many more blue cars, blue trucks are on the road? And the reason I'm saying that is, since the fires in Hawaii and in other places, there have been a lot more blue vehicles. So a lot of the newer vehicles that are coming out are blue. It's one of those I know, I have a quirky thing about noticing dumbass shit. And so that's one of the dumbass shits that I've noticed. A lot of the older vehicles, prior to that, prior to, let's say 2023, most of them were white or black or gray. You'd get the odd red one or the odd, yellow one and stuff. So if you see a lot of red ones, they're probably, I wouldn't say they're much of the newer models unless it's a sportier model. But if you see a lot more of the blue models, the Pretty Blues that are going on, those are a newer one from, I think, 2023. That's just my perception. I could be wrong. But, you know, it's just one of those things that I've been noticing. So, I'm putting it out there. But the other thing is, I find it funny. The two things that are going around the internet right now is, of course, Epstein, that whole shenanigans, and the antipasto salad. I feel like if someone who came into my home brought a salad and said, "Hi, so-and-so invited me, you know, I'm here." Plus the two kids, I mean, she's got one hers and one's not hers, and the one that's not hers is known to the family. You would probably think, well, this woman probably knows somebody. And I thought these people lived in some kind of nice house. Like, I don't live in a mansion myself, but holy fuck. Yeah. They're not one to judge, but it's one that's not exactly the manner, that's for sure. So anyways, I mean, I think it just comes out that people are just tired of rude people. Tired of people being just absolutely fucking rude. And that's what I'm noticing too. It's like, okay, you know what? We're not putting up with anybody's bullshit anymore, or their rudeness, or how they are. I mean, there's something to do with being kind, right? Plus, if they came into my house, they'd probably be put to work in some way. Hey, can you help with the kitchen? Here, can you open the wine bottles? Oh, you brought this. You know, do you want a glass of wine? You know, just being cordial, being kind to somebody goes a long way. And I think that's the huge, and that's the biggest part of it all, is coming in and being kind, being not an asshole. I think that's the big part of everything today, is that there's too many assholes out there in the fucking world, and they're just, you know, they've had a platform for too long, and they want to go down, condemn others, and want them to bow down to their rudeness, and it's just like, no more, not doing it anymore. So yeah, pretty crazy. I also saw this, I don't know if it was a TikTok or something, and one of their daughters decided to be a cat, and the dad said, oh, okay. She was meowing and everything else. So he took her plate away, went into the freezer, and I guess they had some, I don't know, beef liver or something like that, and he chopped it up. Chicken livers, that's what it was. Chopped it up and put it outside for her. And, well, to say the least, she didn't become a cat anymore. Anyways, gotta go. Bus is here. Bye-bye.